In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to preload GTA 6 so you're playing the second it unlocks instead of watching a download bar crawl across the screen. There's a bit of setup involved, and the single biggest mistake people make is leaving it until the day before. Let's dive right in. First things first, the dates. Rockstar has confirmed that preloading for Grand Theft Auto 6 opens on the 12th of November, a full week ahead of the 19th of November launch. Rockstar hasn't announced the exact hour, but based on how their previous launches have gone, expect it to open around midnight local time. And to be completely clear about what preloading is, the files land on your console and then sit there doing absolutely nothing until launch day. You can't start the story early, you can't look at the map, you can't boot it up at all. What you're buying is the ability to press play at midnight on the 19th rather than at 4 in the morning. Now, before anything else, sort out your storage, and I mean this week rather than on the 11th. Rockstar still hasn't published the install size, so we're planning blind, but recent open-world games of this scale have landed between 100 and 200 gigabytes, and everything about GTA 6 points to the upper end of that. Clear at least 150 gigabytes, and 200 if you want to be comfortable. That matters more than you'd think depending on your console. A base PS5 gives you around 650 gigabytes of usable space, and an Xbox Series X around 800, but a Series S only has roughly 360. On a Series S, this one game could swallow half your drive. So go ahead and check your free space now. On PS5, that's under Settings, then Storage. On Xbox, it's Settings, then System, then Storage Devices. If you're short, uninstall the games you haven't touched in 6 months. You can always reinstall later. Or look at an expansion drive, because both consoles support fast expansion storage, and a dedicated drive for this is a sensible launch week purchase. Next, set the console up so the preload starts by itself while you're asleep. On PS5, head to Settings, then Saved Data and Game and App Settings, then Automatic Updates, and switch on Auto Download. Then go to Settings, then System, then Power Saving, then Features Available in Rest Mode, and make sure Stay Connected to the Internet is turned on. That combination is what lets the console wake up, pull the download, and go back to sleep without you doing a thing. On Xbox, go to Settings, then General, then Sleep Mode and Startup, and set it to sleep rather than full shutdown. Then in Settings, under System and Updates, enable the option to keep your games and apps up to date. Same result, the console handles it overnight. If you'd rather not rely on that, or if the 12th arrives and nothing has happened, you can trigger it by hand. On PS5, find Grand Theft Auto 6 in your game library under the Purchase tab and select Download. On Xbox, open My Games and Apps, go to Full Library, and look under Owned Games or the Ready to Install section. It'll be sitting there waiting. A few things worth knowing before the day. Preloading only triggers for pre-orders where the payment has actually cleared, so if your card failed and you didn't notice, nothing will download. Check your order status before the 12th. If you bought a boxed copy, remember there's no disc in the box. Those go on sale on the 12th of November specifically, so you can redeem the code and preload on the same schedule as everyone else, but you do need to actually go and buy it that day rather than on launch morning. And finally, leave yourself some headroom. There is almost certainly going to be a day 1 patch on the 19th, and if you've filled your drive to within a few gigabytes of capacity, that patch will fail, and you'll be right back where you were trying to avoid. Keep 20 or 30 gigabytes spare on top of whatever the game takes. And there you have it. That's how to preload GTA 6. Clear your storage now rather than later, turn on auto downloads and rest mode, confirm your pre-order payment went through, and leave room for the launch patch. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in Vice City on the 19th.